Hi guys, what's up? My name is Karoliina and this is Mindfulness Gathering Inspiration for a Fulfilling and Meaningful Life. This channel is about psychology, self-development, mental well-being, even physical well-being at some point. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff,
we should definitely hang out more.
If you feel the same, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button below and you will know when I post a new video, which is every Thursday. At least every Thursday-ish. It's been a crazy day for me today, so I'm gonna try to keep it nice and short for me, but also for you guys. So let's get straight to our today's topic. So we're gonna do a reality check, and we're gonna continue a little bit last week's video. We talked about values last week, and that's what we're gonna talk about today as well. And why is it important to talk about values? Well, let me tell you. A couple of reasons. First of all, if you know what your values are, it is easier to decide how to behave in certain situations. If your value is to be a good mom, or like kind, caring girlfriend or boyfriend, you can always go back to your values. Like, is this me going nuts right now? Something that represents my values? Am I living by my values when I yell at my kids? Or am I living by my values when I don't support my boyfriend in this project or whatever? Also, if you know your values, it's easier to make big decisions, like which job offer should I take? What should I study? Should I get kids or not? Last but not least, it will make it so much easier for you to understand yourself, but also others. And I have this really concrete example. Let's say you're in a relationship and you value family very much. Like, for you, family is everything. You keep calling your mom every day, you see your sisters and brothers all the time, you have a hobby with your dad, and so on. It's very important for you to spend Christmas with your family. And then you have a boyfriend or girlfriend who doesn't have any kind of connection with their family. Like, she or he never sees her or his siblings, never met his or her father, will call mom every once a year, and he or she will definitely not want to have any kids. And for you, having a family is one of the biggest dreams you have. And what I have understood from relationship psychology is that if two people have similar kind of core values, they are much more likely to be able to build this long-lasting relationship rather than those two people whose core values differ very much. And it makes sense if you think about it. Like, how are these two people that I just described, how are they even supposed to talk about this word family? Because for them it means such a different things. For another one, it's so important and there's like this connection, the feeling of family and all that. And the other one just thinks it has something to do with the blood relations and like giving birth to somebody and being born in the same family. It's like two different things. And now this is a harsh example, but you get the point, right? And now that being said, we can continue to our today's exercise. Hopefully you have done your homework from last week. If you haven't done that, I'll put the link down to the description box if you want to go ahead and check the video out. You can still do this exercise even if you haven't done that one, but I think you will get more out of this one as well if you just go ahead and do that first. For today, you'll need a piece of paper. You can go ahead and like draw a circle by yourself, or you can go ahead and print, for example, something like this. I'll put a link down below. And now the point is that every single pie slice here represents one of your values. And you can like divide these slices in as many slices as you want. If you did last week's exercise, you can go ahead and get those out and write one value to each slice. You will also see here a list of different values that are usually mentioned when we talk about values. So you can go ahead and choose from your own list or this list that I just showed you. And pick as many as you want, as many as you find important to you. And now how you read this thing is that here in the middle is completely unsatisfied. And here on the other circle is I am completely satisfied. So satisfied, unsatisfied. And what I want you to do next is to go ahead and go through all the values that you have written on the paper and mark, like draw a line wherever you feel like you're with this value. Is it all the way to the satisfied or all the way to the unsatisfied? For example, for me, friends would be somewhere around here because I do see them quite often, but I feel like there could be more. So go ahead and fill your pie up and come back when you're done. Okay, so now you should have some kind of circle in your paper, and now you can take a look. How does it look? Is there things in balance? Or is something already saying like,
wow, this is not getting my attention at all?
Or like, this is not at all like it should be. Now take another color and draw a new line. Where would you want this value to be? And again, come back when you're done. Okay. Is there big gaps between those two lines where things should be and where they are right now? For most of you, probably yes. And now remember, you can't have the whole expectations or wish circle all the way to the outer edge, because that's just not possible. Like, we can't have all these things going right all the time. But like in the last video I said, these values kinda differ from time to time. Sometimes something else is more important than something else. So now it's time to check where you're at right now. What is important, what you should take care of more, and what you could take care of a little bit less. Okay, and here is my next question. Is there a slice that if you would correct this gap, it would help to correct other gaps in your pie? We call this leverage slice. If you change this one, it'll change a couple other things too. Let's say you, for example, have a very stressful work. That might affect you the way that you're not really taking care of your health, you're not really sleeping well, you're not really eating healthy, you're not doing any exercise, you don't have any time for your friends, even your spouse is saying like,
dude, I need your time, I need your attention.
So then your work slice would be your leverage slice. Changing that, it will affect all these other things as well. And what do you do with this information? Now I want you to pick a slice. It can be your leverage slice, or it can be another slice that you find very important right now. And I want you to think something concrete, something that makes you live more by your value. Let's say there's a big gap in your health. Maybe you haven't done any exercise lately. Maybe today is the time to take a walk. And whatever it is, it should be so small that you can do it today or the latest during this week. Maybe you want to go ahead and write that down, because that just makes it more intentional and it is more likely that you will actually do the thing. And I will check up on you on my later videos how you're doing with this value. And that actually brings me to another thing I wanted to talk about today, because I have 2 new ideas for my channel. First of all, I'm thinking about like making these short 2-3 minute videos that will get personal, just for you guys to get to know me better, and like me being able to give some opinions, think out loud, raise some questions, maybe raise some conversation. I would love that. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you're interested in this kind of thing. I'm like super excited about this idea, but if nobody's gonna watch it, then I might still do them anyway. Anyway, I would love to hear what you guys think. Another thing I'm planning to do on my channel, which I actually start today, is monthly challenge. For example, I have made these 2 videos about values, and it's very nice to know your values like we talked before, but good intentions will not take you very far. With good intentions, you also need action. So we all need to take the step instead of just thinking about it. And that's why I am gonna start a monthly challenges on this channel.
How exciting is that? I'm so excited about this.
Basically, I will tell you a challenge that I hope you will kinda go through for a month, and then we'll start another one next month. It's not anything big. It won't require a whole lot effort, but it'll keep your attention and your intentions in these things that we talk about on this channel. So we're taking all these nice things that we talk about on this channel into
real hard action.
And yes, you guessed it right. The first challenge will have something to do with values. Actually, it'll have everything to do with the values. What I want you to do is to make a list of all these values that you just wrote on today's piece of paper. And we're gonna follow those values for the entire month. You can start today, you can start tomorrow, it doesn't really matter. But we're just gonna do this for 4 weeks. And what I want you to do is to go ahead and take all these values that you just wrote down and make a list out of them. And then every week, set a goal from 0 to 10, how much attention you want to give to this value. So let's say you really want to value highly your friends this week. You can put it up all the way to 9. It's your holiday and you don't want to pay attention to your work, so maybe you put it all the way to 0. And at the end of every week, I want you to go through your goals and see how you have done. Maybe you reached your goal, maybe you nailed it, or maybe there's still something you should work on. And after every week, go ahead and set the next goals for the upcoming week. And that's it for this month. So I want you to be aware of your values and make your decision based on your values.
So do you accept this challenge?
My dream is to create this community where we can try all these different kind of things and like get support from each other, share experiences, and maybe find some stuff that work for us. And for that, it's important to give it a little bit more time than just try it once. So that was a lot of stuff in this video, even though it was supposed to be nice and short. But let me know how you feel about these new ideas that I'm planning to do on this channel. And what comes to this exercise, just give it a shot. You deserve that. And you might be surprised what you find. Most of my customers at least are. But I think we're done for today. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you spending your precious time watching my videos. Also, I appreciate all your comments, and if you haven't done so, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I'll see you again next week, and until then, remember to live by your values. Take care and have a wonderful day.